Hi, I'm Marcus Taylor, and I was in an elevator with crowded people, mostly old women and small children. And I would kept on making some weird jokes, laughter, and most of them rolled their eyes or laughed at me. They mostly felt uncomfortable.
Hi, my name is Andrea Hoagland, and the social norm I violated was walking into a crowded elevator, and I started introducing myself to everybody on the elevator. One instance, I actually had a conversation with an elderly lady. She was actually very nice about it, and then in the end, I finally explained that this was for a sociology project, and she completely understood, and she thought it was actually pretty cool that we were violating social norms to see how people would react. And she also liked that people were just having conversations with each other rather than just sitting awkwardly in the elevator. The second time, it was me and one other person in the elevator. I tried to introduce myself, but this person was just not buying it. They kind of gave me a cold shoulder, ignored me, and finally got tired of me and put their headphones in. The third time, I tried again, but the elevator was more crowded this time. I tried saying hello, but nobody really responded. They all just kind of stared at me or like nodded and smiled, but nobody actually really talked to me, and then it just got really awkward and I got off.
Hi, my name is Komal Taylor, and the social norm I violated was going into a crowded elevator and introducing myself to everyone. I think the first time I went in, it was like 4 or 5 people, and then I introduced myself to everyone. They were uncomfortable, they felt awkward, and then one guy was on the phone, and he actually told me to stop talking to him because he was on the phone, and that made me feel uncomfortable, so I just stood there for the rest of the time. The second time, because we did this a couple times, the second time I did it, there was a lady who actually had a conversation with me, and then I think I started making her feel uncomfortable because I started going really close to her, which was also another violating a social norm. So then she got off on the next floor, and then the last time I did it, stupid bell. I'll cut this part out. And then the last time I did it, I was talking to a little kid, and the mom was there, and I was being really friendly, and I didn't want to come off as weird. But then the mom felt really uncomfortable and kind of like stood in between the kid and me, and then I felt uncomfortable again, and then yeah.
Hi, my name is Leandro Watting, and in our experiment, we went to an elevator and introduced ourselves. So when I introduced myself, I started speaking Tagalog, which is my native language from the Philippines, and people just kind of ignored me and were confused. It was kind of funny because they thought I was crazy or something, but most of them just ignored me or just like didn't say anything, so yeah.
And when I was the observer, I was just awkward and just looking side to side.
As an observer, I noticed that a lot of people got really kind of awkward and were kind of confused as to what was going on, or like, why is this happening? Or they looked like they were kind of getting irritated by us trying to like constantly interrupt them and just introduce ourselves.
Yeah. And as an observer, I saw a lot of people give cold shoulders to Andrea, ignore Marcus, roll their eyes at Leandro, and it was really interesting.
So when I observed Marcus and he was introducing himself, he tried to crack jokes because it was kind of awkward. But some people just kind of ignored him, and some other people who weren't really like just around, they just kind of cracked up because it was just this dude cracking up jokes in an elevator. So